Hi guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. So for this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to build a kind of 1980s style block of flats or apartment building. So for the tutorial I'm going to be using the WoK FlowsHD resource pack, and I'm going to be using World Edit as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get the materials I'm going to use. That's going to be light grey concrete and light grey wool. We're going to be using white concrete. And we're also going to be using glass panes. So to start the building, we're going to be using World Edit a lot, so I'm actually going to start on the lowest floor, but we're going to make changes to the lowest floor once we've got some floors above it, as it's going to be different because that's going to have the lobby, and obviously it won't have a balcony. But we're going to build it as though it does, and then just copy and paste that, and then we're going to change kind of our lower floor once we have the rest of it built. So to start that out, the easiest way to do the exterior here for a building that's symmetrical on all four sides is just to build 1/4 of it, and then we can use copy, flip, paste to get the entire exterior. It's kind of lazy, but that's what I'm going to do just because it is a huge time saver. So I'm going to go like this. This is going to be kind of the side wall of it, and this is going to be 13 blocks here. So then behind that we're going to get our white concrete. Sorry, this was made with our light grey, I should have said. So our white concrete, we're going to go behind that, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th block there, and that's it. So now background to the front, this is going to be where one of our balconies goes. So our balconies, they're going to go 3 blocks deep, and they're going to be 12 blocks long. So once we kind of have this done, we're then going to build another light grey concrete piece coming forward like that. And we just want that to go kind of along, and there'll be white concrete behind here. So you should make a corner with the light grey concrete that you just made. Okay, so this should be our shape right now. Just kind of laying the footprint rather of what the building is going to be, and then so this make sure it comes 1 block out, and then we're going to put another balcony in here, so 12 blocks again. Okay, and then again we're going to make sure that we put a kind of in-between piece rather with the light grey concrete like that, and then along the back here we're going to go with our white concrete again, and behind our balcony piece we're going to put light grey concrete. So this here is going to be 1/4 of our building. It may not look like it right now, but it will be. So we're going to be doing a total of 4 blocks. That's going to be including ceiling height, rather excluding ceiling height, so 5 blocks with the ceiling, and we're just going to have the block that's the ceiling also act as the floor for the next floor above. So the first thing to do is just build a block along here on all the balcony pieces like that, and then our kind of dividers in between, they need to go up 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so just do that for all of your divided pieces here. And then for this large wall that we built here, that's also going to go 4 blocks high. And then we're going to start putting the white pieces that we've done. They're also all going to go another 4 blocks high. So you should have a total height of 5 blocks for all the components that you just made, except for the light grey wool, which we're using as our balconies. And they should only be 2 blocks at the front and 1 block everywhere else. Okay, so that should now give us this as the result. And now the first thing that we're going to do is we are just going to put in kind of where windows and doors are going to go. So for this, I'm hoping we can get kind of 8 apartments to a floor. We might go 7 and have 1 larger one. So we need to find the middle blocks of this, which are right here and here, and this is going to be a door. So just punch out a door like that, and then I'm going to punch out the top blocks and just put light grey wool as a little bit of a detail. Then either side of that, 3 block windows. So I'm going to punch out the bottom there, fill this in, and then 3 blocks high, all that with windows. And I'm lagging just a little bit right now, but there we go, and then we just need to do that on the other side here as well. Perfect, so that is now what we have. So we're going to do that on the other side there in just a moment, but first we're going to put it here as well. We're going to do another one of our 3 block windows. So remember not to punch out the bottom piece because that is where the floor is going to go. And so we want our kind of windowsill here, and then our 3 blocks up here. All like glass, just like that. And then we're going to go and do that to the other balcony, and then we'll do some world edit after that. Okay, so this should be kind of our shape right now that we have. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it round so that it kind of creates the full like length of the building, and then we'll flip that again and we'll create a full outline of the building. But I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Okay, so I've just turned off shaders while I do world edit just to keep everything running smoothly. But we want to get our wand, our wooden axe, and we're going to put one position point here. We're going to put a second position point right here. And then we're going to go, and this is going to be the middle of our building here. So we're going to copy from here. We're then going to flip in this direction. And then we're going to paste. So there we go, that's the full width of the building. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set a new position 1. It's going to be right here. And again we're going to copy. And paste. Perfect, so we want it just like that. So that is now the full outline of our building. Okay, so one thing that I should note is that this is going to be a block higher than we actually want our first floor to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste so we have a second floor now, and after that then we're going to move everything down 1 block so that the first floor is the correct height for what we want. So our position 1 is already at that corner, so we're going to set position 2 to this corner, and then I will copy it. Where am I going to copy it from? I want to put a block here so I can paste and copy from here, and then paste here. So now we can kind of see how this is going to stack up. It starts to look like that. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just move everything down 1 block because as we can see we kind of have a step up to reach the floor, and we don't want that. We want the floor to be at the ground level. We can kind of just abandon this whole bottom row, so we're just going to position 2 right here, and then we're just going to go move it 1 block down like that. Perfect. And whilst we're doing this we might as well delete where our other balcony pieces were going to be. And then we're going to edit all that to be kind of a lobby area. We're going to do all that kind of last, I think. Just because everything else is actually kind of quick. It may seem like a huge build, but now that we have 1 whole floor done, we just have to furnish that. And then we can just copy and paste that floor as many times as we want. And then we just have to deal with what the top is going to look like, and the bottom is going to look like, and everything in between should be exactly the same. And it's really super simple. And it's just very modular, which is why building these are actually way easier than they seem. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a floor. So for the floor, I'm thinking I just want kind of white wool. It's just a very basic material, and it can kind of serve as a floor or a ceiling, which is great. So we're just going to go /fill Minecraft white wool, and we're going to go save 120 blocks and then 1 block deep. And then as you can see we have our whole floor now done, so I'm just going to go underneath and break the block I was standing on there, just like that. And then we'll be ready to start putting the layout into this floor for where all the apartments are going to go, and the elevator shafts and staircases and all that kind of thing. And then once we have it fully furnished, then it should just be a matter of copy and pasting it for as many floors as we want. Okay, so welcome back. So we're going to be now doing our kind of layout of the apartment building. So to do that I'm going to use white concrete as kind of my layout block. So I'm just going to divide the building kind of into quarters first, and that's just so I can kind of find out where my middle block is, but also that'll serve as a handy divider for where apartments go. So this is kind of our long ways, and then I'll do our short ways. Okay, so there's kind of my cross, and it meets at a point there. So I mentioned I'd like 8, preferably 8 apartments in this kind of floor rather. So I'm gonna just do that kind of one per balcony, and then I think there's gonna be one per floor that's larger than one per balcony. Gonna have 2 bedrooms in it, but all the rest are just gonna kind of be 1-bedroom apartments. So I'm just going along and putting those lines in for now. And then this is the one I think I'm going to leave it big, very big and nice. And so that kind of leaves us this as our overall layout. So as we can see, each one's kind of got a lot of windows and stuff towards the front, and everything else is going to be kind of dark, which is a slight issue, but we're going to have to live with it. So obviously we need a hallway to be able to reach all of them, and we want at least 2 block doorways, so it's going to have to come at least 2 blocks back into this space. So what I think is if we go for 4 block wide hallways, so we take 2 blocks off of each kind of room right now, like this. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of have this crazy shape right now, and in the middle we're just going to bust out every block that's there. Now we have our hallway kind of done. We still need to figure out where we're going to put an elevator shaft and a stairwell. I think we can maybe abuse our big room a little bit and put it all here. So I'm going to go, this is going to be 1 elevator, this is going to be another elevator. I might put the front door in here and have the stairwell kind of go around it. And I'm just going to build it up from downstairs and see how big it really needs, how small I can get away with making it. I'm going to grab a diorite staircase, or stairs rather, and the block as well, just for the corner pieces. So if we'd like it to kind of start here, there's going to be a doorway, so the stairs can start here. 1. Okay, so the kind of shape I've ended up with is this. It fits within the within our area, and that should be repeatable for every floor. So we can just kind of, whoa, didn't mean to fall there. Start it here. Then it goes 1, or rather, start it like that. 1, 2, 3, and then we can put our side piece, and then 4 blocks, and then the 5th block will be the next floor, like that. Perfect. And then we get our kind of rest right there. So that will work as our staircase. That will be able to go the whole way. The one concern with this is it will get really, really dark. But I don't think there's a ton we can do about that right now. We'll try and put some lights in the walls maybe. But that's going to depend on the layout of this big apartment in here. So, then we're going to start putting in where all the doors are going to go. So I guess first things first, we're going to build up the walls. I'm going to use white concrete rather for the hallway wall. Although mind you, it might get very white in here. Maybe that's a good thing. There's no windows, so white might be the best choice. If you want to use light grey, you could use light grey. Or if you want to use something completely different, maybe something colored might be your style. Just do whatever you want, but I'm going to use white just to keep it kind of light as I can in the hallway. So over every doorway, I'm just going to put the this is light grey wool. It's white wool. We want light grey wool because that's what we've been using throughout. So there we go. So there's our stairwell. This will be an apartment right here. So I think we might want to set the door back a little bit just so it's not quite such a cramped hallway as you walk in. So I think I'm going to put the doorway across here. And then these elevators, you know what, we can just leave them completely open like that for now, and then we're going to punch out the floor where they are too. And what I think I'm going to use is I'm going to use a diorite wall, and I'm just going to hope that that kind of almost looks like a... Oh, that's not diorite wall. Almost hoping that that looks a bit like a folded back door. Okay, so that's kind of what our elevator is going to look like, bearing in mind we're going to have a ceiling over all of this, so... Oh my gosh, I've done this again. So we're just going to put in our elevators. There we are. Okay, so there's our elevators. I'm just going to go ahead and do the entire walls in white around here, and then punch in doorways just like this where I want the doorways to go. So actually I'll punch the doorways now, and then I'll do everything later. So I want a doorway there. I'd like a doorway... We'll go in the middle for now. Maybe we'll change the layout. In fact, why don't we do layouts of these right now? Because these are going to be kind of identical. This apartment is going to be identical to these two apartments, and this apartment is going to be identical to this apartment, which is also identical to this apartment. So what that means is we can use World Edit once we've done one of them, just to flip it around and use it in all the others as well. Obviously, if you'd like each one to be unique on each floor, then you can do that. I'm assuming you don't want to make it so that each one is unique throughout all the floors, as in like every single unit in this building is unique. That would be an awful lot of work, but if you want to do that, then I respect that, but I'm not. So I'm just going to do the layout on one of each type of these, and then obviously we have the big one to do the layout on as well, and then I will kind of just copy and paste it around. So what I'm thinking for these ones, which are slightly larger, is the bedroom is going to kind of be along the back, and then there will be like a kitchen area in here, and then a bathroom can go along this back wall here. So it's going to be quite cramped, but a bathroom we can do, realistically speaking, we could put it in 2 blocks wide and 4 blocks long. I think we could fit that just like that as a bathroom, and then that means our bedroom can go and actually be quite a generous size, sort of like that. So you come in and you have kind of kitchen or bedroom, and we can put a little dining area in the kitchen as well, and then bathroom. So for these ones, they're going to be more cramped than the one that we just did. I think we might want to try and put like kitchen and bedroom more like this, sort of to each other, and then put the bathroom in the corner. So kitchen, we'll try and leave it kind of open on the way in, and then the bedroom we'll make only a, actually I think I should make it a 1 block doorway on this one as well. We'll make the bedroom go like that. Or maybe we'll make it go like that. Yeah, that'll be the doorway into the bedroom. So here we'd like the bedroom to be like that, and then we're going to put a bathroom in on this side. So it's a bit of a bigger bathroom in this one. The bedroom's smaller, I think, yeah, and then the kitchen like this. Okay, so I'm going to work on the large one kind of last, just because it's bigger, obviously, and more work than the others. So I am just going to put the outline for the wall there before I forget. So first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and wall in this entire hallway, and then I'm going to set the walls up for in here afterwards, but I won't skip ahead to that because I haven't decided what color they are yet. Okay, so now we kind of can see it's quite a nice open hallway as you come in, and we have kind of all the doorways as to where the each room will be. So we're just going to furnish these ones that we've laid out, and then we can copy and paste them around, so that they are the same for all these other rooms that are the same size and shape. So I think my dividing walls, I'd like them to all be light grey concrete, so they kind of follow our dividers on the exterior. And then there's a second one here that we're going to use. Okay, wonderful. So the next walls, I think I'm going to do all the interior walls just as white concrete, just kind of keeping a nice light white and grey sort of theme, and then every doorway is going to be covered in the light grey wool, just like that. Okay, so now we kind of can see our overall layout. So this is going to be our kitchen area, and then this is going to be our bedroom. I think for the kitchen worktops, I kind of like gravel as a kitchen counter, although we could use wood. Maybe we'll use wood, go for more of a classical, older 80s type. We can go for stripped oak, maybe up to there. and then we'll want some kitchen worktop on the other side as well, and this can kind of be our kitchen, and then we can put a little table in this corner, and then you've got to leave room to get to the bathroom as well. So that can be our kitchen. We're going to want kitchen kind of cabinets too, so that can all go like this, and then we'll punch them out where we need them. For example, where the oven would be, you can't have kitchen cabinets above an oven. So that's kind of our kitchen kind of walkthrough bit, and then there'll be a little table here, just a very small one, with maybe one chair. So things a kitchen needs is, it needs a sink, so we'll have to put a sink in. There we are. And it needs an oven, obviously, so we'll have to put an oven in. And it probably should have a fridge as well. So this is going to be our sink right here. I'm not going to put cabinets above the sink area. We want a draining board for our sink here, so we're going to use iron pressure plate like that, and then we want to get a faucet for it. We're going to use that. So there we go, that's kind of our sink. I would ideally like to cover it with something, but maybe we can look for something. I'm not really seeing any trapdoors that will work for this style, so we're just going to leave it like that. We'd like a fridge as well, ideally, so maybe we take out this corner here, but then we're really running out of room. So maybe it's got a smaller fridge. Just go for a 1 block. And for this, I'm going to use probably smooth quartz levers like that. And that's our kind of just like fridge door. We're going to go for a small oven as well. So for that, just a blast furnace probably, or maybe a smoker. Smokers look like this, so that's not too bad. We'll just do that, and then we want to put a extractor fan up above it. So we're going to go for a stone stairs like that, and perfect. So this is our kind of kitchen area, just very small. If you want to put like other details, like maybe you want to put some sort of handles, you could use buttons, like little cabinet handles, stuff like that, right? Or want it like that. And then the last thing to do is we just need some sort of worktop. So I'm gonna just get kind of a dark gray, could be like a granite worktop, right? Just put that over everything like that. So this is gonna be our kitchen. And then we're going to put a small table here, and when I say small, I mean like really little small. So obviously, because we just have a shared kind of block for ceiling and floor, we can't put lighting into it. So we're going to have to utilize uplighters and kind of hidden light sources like a lot. So for that, that's just going to be a tiny little table there, and then we could even use this stone chair there. Maybe we want a slightly bigger table. We could go 2 blocks like that, and then maybe there's 2 chairs just at the end. And then obviously next thing to do is just going to be our bathroom here. So 8 blocks is not a lot of room for a bathroom. It is very small, in fact. So we're going to go up here. Is going to be our shower. So this is an acacia trapdoor, and I'm going to place all the ones I can do on the inside block, and then when I get up to the tripwire hook, we have to place on the outside block, and it just sticks out a tiny bit, but it gets this as workable space here, which is really important. So we could have it that our door is kind of like here. I'm thinking a sink here and a toilet here, and this is all kind of a walkway in. So our sink, we're going to use again a cauldron, just like that. We could use light grey wool as kind of a countertop, and then we're going to use snow as a toilet, and we're going to get white carpet to go on top of it. We can get rid of dark grey for now, or light grey rather. So just go up 7 rather layers of snow, and then put your toilet lid on top, just like that. Okay, so lighting is the final issue to kind of deal with in here. So what you can do is you could put a pipe, you know, treat this as sort of a pipe going across here, or even a shower rail. That works actually, just shower rail. Okay, so that should just be the bathroom done now. Everything you need in it, and then we have our kitchen area and little seating area done. So now all that is left is the bedroom, or actually I just realized I forgot to put a door into the bathroom, and then we'll put a door into the bedroom as well. So I'm going to use the dark oak. That is not really because it goes with the colors that we're trying to get, but it is more, we're going to leave them open, more of just because of the fact that it is a solid door, and the others are not, which is not ideal, but you don't really notice it if it's left open. So that's how we're going to leave it. So you come in here, and this is your beautiful balcony. So for that, I'm going to put glass doors. This should be a really light and nice room. So this is going to be acacia doors in this resource pack, which is again WoK Flows. They're all glass. So then you have all these beautiful windows in this bedroom, which is really nice. So the bed, I'm thinking, is going to go right in the middle. I'm going to put some blinds, or curtains rather, kind of by all the window features. So we might just for continuity, put them all the way up there. Perfect. So the bed, I'm thinking, is going to go right here. So for the bed, the color, I'm going to use dark grey wool, and then we want snow to kind of be the pillow. Some of it might melt. We'll find out. So I'm going to go 4 blocks, and I'm going to make this, which is going to kill all sense of symmetricality, but I am going to make it 3 blocks wide. It's symmetrical on this wall, but it isn't symmetrical here, which is a bit of a killer. But there's really not much that we can do to fix that unless we want to shorten the bed. So I'm going to then grab scaffolding, and that's just going to be our nightstands either side. I'm a big fan of this if you've watched my other tutorials. So on top of that, I'm going to put sea pickles, just because they are beautiful. I'm going to put an uplighter, which is just going to be end rods with a hopper on top, and it kind of looks like a lamp, like that. Perfect. And we're going to put another one of those here as well. In fact, we might end up with one of those in most corners of the room. We'll definitely put one here. Oh, it is raining indoors. That is not every day you see that. Okay, so the other bits of furniture that we need for this is obviously a dresser. Yeah, see, it melted from the end rod. So we're going to put a dresser on here, and then I'm going to put a desk in this part. So the desk is just going to go across like that, and we're going to use the same chair as we did for the dining room. So we have a desk at the end. We're going to put something on this wall because it is very bland without anything on it, so that's just going to be a painting. Let's see if we can go like, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that looks nice. And then the last thing that we now need is a dresser to go here. Yeah, so what if we did like 3 blocks right there. You've got drawers. That's all you need in life. And then on top of that, I'm just going to put a plant because that will make it seem a bit more homely. And wonderful. So there we go. There's a bedroom done. We could, if we wanted to, we could put some kind of furniture on the balcony. In fact, I might just put some chairs on it. To be honest, we'll get the same chairs the whole way around. Just go like that, maybe. So there you go. This is kind of one of our units now done. Everything it would need, including a bathroom. And we'll move on to the next unit. In fact, first we are just going to put a doorway here. We're going to have it double doors but open, I think. maybe it would just be single door. Maybe we'll have it like this. And there you go. So you kind of walk in, and you got your kitchen, you got your dining area, you've got your bathroom, and you've got your bedroom. So be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss future Let's Builds like this, and make sure you take a look at part 2. So thanks for following along, and have a good one.